should be pretty fantastic. We get started here. To the top right-hand side of the map, our blue Terran player. This, my friends, is ByuN. Bottom left, our red Zerg from Generic Green Wings is Rogue. How you guys doing out in the chat? Hope you're all doing well. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. Let's hope for a bit of a longer series. I really feel like our viewership could go ridiculously high today if we get a bit of a longer series, more so than just ByuN stomping Drew in a few minutes. So I think we'll get there though. I think we've got some good games coming up. We also, I mean, this is our 4th out of 10 series today. Depending on when we finish, we might be able to go jump into Go for SC2 as well. Kind of, you know, if that's still going on, we might be able to jump over there, cast the finals of that. We'll see what the day brings us as we get this again underway right now. As the 2018 has left the game. It's our final Korean group. If you're looking for more content like this, our European groups kick off on Tuesday and Wednesday for Group C and D. Players such as Raynor, Marine Lord, and many others going to be taking part. Mana, I think, is in Group C and D. Belai, DNS is maybe actually already played. You know what, I'll just tell you. In Group C, currently our plan is to have Marine Lord, Raynor, Denver, Mana, and Cyan. And in Group D, on Wednesday, Hero Marine, Bly, Harston, Braddock, and an unannounced player. So that's what's coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday from this tournament. I'm also running the WardiTV Christmas Invitational this week. We just had our qualifiers the last couple of days. We had fantastic viewership on that. We're going to have more of that coming in the future as well. Full players to be announced in, again, hopefully the very near future. Thank you so much, Endits. Sorry, I say your name wrong every time. Nits. I don't know how to say your name properly. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Nits with the bits. Kind of rhymes if I say it incorrectly that way, so I'll just go for that one. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I really do appreciate it. Is our bit boss working again? Do we dare to try it? Da-da-da-da-da. Still doesn't work. God damn, why is bit boss so dead? Ay. Oh, it just refreshed. I saw the bit boss thing for a moment. Oh? No, it's just dying. Alright, well, meanwhile, we do have this first Reaper showing up from ByuN, and starting to deal some damage to the drones! Get the kill, oh my god. That's actually not quite meant to happen. Meanwhile, Command Center on the low ground. I mean, wow, okay, I don't even know what to say about that one. Huh. That was funky, wasn't it? Here's me trying to say people's names in chat, and some mayhem goes on. So the Reaper goes down to drones. The Lings only get a single SCV. Workers fighting on each side of the map. Not quite what you're expecting, as we do see this factory going to lift up and relocate to the reactor with a couple of Hellions now on the way out. So a couple of Hellions coming through here. Starport's about to finish. And what this allows ByuN to do is it allows him to take some map control. But it's kind of nice. These Lings obviously slow ByuN down a little bit, and it forces 1 Hellion rather than 2 initially, so slows that down as well. And ByuN is going to go for the Fusion Core. So guys, one of the builds we've been seeing a lot of lately is the Battle Cruiser opening. The Battle Cruiser opening into mech, or even into kind of a lot more starports and more Battle Cruisers. There's actually a few different ways you do this. So not only have we got ByuN playing today, he is going to be making Battle Cruisers for you all. I mean, it's pretty great if you ask me. I think it goes pretty okay. A few Zerglings on the way out from Rogue, as we see a couple of extra Queens being added into play. Hatchery dropping down on the 3rd base as well. And again, just waiting for that Fusion Core to finish up from ByuN here. Get that wrapped up in the next few moments. Single Zergling coming across the top side of the map and is just kind of looking for information, looking to keep presence on the map, keep control of this. A few of these Hellions from ByuN gathering together. We'll want to potentially move across as well. Bayonet's dropping down in the front of the natural. And again, we do have group spread going in a couple of different directions as well. With these Hellions of ByuN heading back down to the bottom left-hand side. Lovely play there, because know where the Creep Tumor is, so pulls 1 Hellion ahead of the rest, uses the others to attack it, and the splash damage kills the Creep Tumor. Great play by ByuN. Cool little trick to get rid of that Creep Tumor, which just finished spreading forwards. Very worthwhile. This first battlecruiser coming through, an armory to follow this up as well. I'm intrigued to see what the follow-up kind of composition is from the battlecruiser first build. Sometimes we've been seeing these kind of Hellbat, Cyclone, Banshee builds which go into later game BCs. As this first BC pops, the plan will be to jump straight into the main base and just try and abuse the fact that Rogue will not have a lot of anti-air and the fact that this battlecruiser is very tanky and should be able to hold on against a lot of these shots. So here we go. Battlecruiser pops and should just tactical jump straight across into the main. And there we go. Battlecruiser is operational. As we have it online and running. 2-3 drone kills already. Spore will try to relocate. That's 4 workers killed at the moment. Queen trying to deal some damage against this, but the Queen's going to go down too. And the extra Queen showing up right now is 5 workers already down. With this build, you generally do skip the Yamato cannon. It's just a little bit too expensive, so we'll not have that to just kind of blast away one Queen right away. As a spawning pool taking some damage, not ideal. But this is 10 workers killed with the very first battlecruiser. ByuN getting a lot of damage done as he runs into the third base with the Hellbats at the same time. Rogue will have to come over and deal with this, but he's already lost so many workers. These Banelings don't even know where to go for the best because the Hellbats are so well split. We'll clean this up, but 18 workers killed, 19 workers killed. This battlecruiser has got 17 kills on it. It's going absolutely crazy at the moment. Couple more things being picked away at 19 drones down is just actually insane. It's actually a little bit crazy. You're going to see him turning around to try and fight this Overlord. We'll just get a couple more shots off onto the extractor here, but that will be about it. As we do have that Baneling speed coming up from Rogue on the natural. Banshee on the way up as well. There's a couple of drones going down. Another battlecruiser shows up and arrives into the main base. I just don't think Rogue is going to be able to stabilize against this. ByuN is just battlecruiser in his way to a victory here in game number 1. And Rogue just types out GG as the BCs. Thank you so much, dude. I know you've got a decoration on the tree already, so I will not give you another. But I do appreciate the bits. Give us some love in the chat for Von Schleyer. Thank you so much for the 500. Game number 2. ByuN does not send an SCV across the map, so we're not going to have a proxy here. Hell yeah! For no proxy play. Top left-hand side, our blue Terran player. Give it up if you're cheering on ByuN. Going up against the red Zerg to the bottom right-hand side of the map from Jinair Greenwings. This is Rogue. Game 2 of this best of 3. As we get this up and running. Looking to see if Rogue can bounce back. You would expect him to. Rogue and ByuN have had some pretty close series lately, though. They've actually opened up a Ligulac and just checked when they've played recently. They've played, I think, at least twice in the last couple of weeks. I type in ByuN and it shows up with Rogue as the first thing. Like, is a Ligulac listening to my microphone? Ay. So, in the last couple of weeks, so on the 30th of November, Rogue beat ByuN 3-1 in the WSG qualifier. Then Rogue beat ByuN 2-1 in the Lima League. And then ByuN beat Rogue in the Kung Fu Cup. That was something that we cast just on Thursday. And that was when ByuN actually had a fun couple of builds to come out with. So, it was a very fun series. And even the game that ByuN lost, it was very close. And he just didn't quite manage to close down the economy of Rogue enough to stop him getting enough units out to hold the game. It was very close though, and hopefully we get a bit of a longer game like that one here today as well. Still holding out for a longer game. A lot of our games lately have been pretty swift and quick. Anyways, let's see this Reaper coming across as ByuN. We wait to see what his build will look like here. Reaper coming over and to do just a little bit of damage. Here's the initial Zerglings taking some shots. Rogue going into the third hatchery nice and quickly as well. Again, ByuN about to have that factory finished up. So you will have access towards a starport if you would like it. Once again, those Lings and the Queen just kind of hanging around here. This Reaper still hanging out the front. Waiting to see what it can maybe get up to. With that starport now dropping down over in the main base. Starport drops over into the main. Factory drops down onto the reactor and a couple of Hellions will get started. Barracks moves over to the tech lab, which will allow this starport to maybe have something to move towards here. Again, this Reaper is just going to be moving a little bit away from that Queen, trying to stay a little bit safe. And then those Zerglings able to pick their way through those rocks on the low ground as well. And the Queen going to pop out of that hatchery and does throw down an Inject onto the natural. So Inject coming through here. There's that third hatchery. Going to be finishing up in a few moments' time. And ByuN, well, Starport this time is not with a Fusion Core. It is just for Cloak Banshees. But I wonder if he goes for that kind of Hellbat Cyclone style with the Banshees as well. Vehicle plate and upgrade. And then you can actually play through in towards the... Ooh, that was not the connection he needed on the Reaper. The Reaper goes down in this attempt as... He knows this Creep Tumor isn't dead yet. He's trying to line it up. There we go. Finally gets it. Finally denies that creep, trying to connect the natural and the third. But yeah, kind of is this kind of style that can end up with mass battle cruisers. I mean, there's already an armory. Obviously, for now, it could just be held by Banshee, and any sort of transition can come through there. But again, lately we've been seeing the play with Hellions and Cyclones. You get the armor upgrade to kind of keep them alive longer, while the Cyclone lock-ons do a lot of damage. And if that's going to be the case, it's going to be 2 more factories brought into play fairly soon. I mean, you go into a third CC, then you drop the extra gases, 2 more factories, and you tech lab them up to go in towards Magfield Accelerator and Cyclone production in general. A couple Hellions out into the center. As you do see, the Banshee has joined up with these Hellions as well. So, again, a little bit of a Hellbat attack potentially coming in on this third base in a moment. One drone goes down, another drone goes down. So Hellions just poking around there. Hellions morphing into Hellbats. As you do see the Bayonet that's dropping down from Rogue over in the main base. Queen going to come through. Queen's coming over to try and help deal with the Banshees as the Hellbats as well, as the Banshee comes in from the side. Lings from Rogue being very cautious about this. I like it. Running the Lings around and just use them to kind of pull the Hellbats around more than anything else. Just means the Hellbats aren't getting kind of constant attacks off. One Queen ran down that ramp and died already. This Queen on the high ground now is in some trouble and will go down pretty quickly too. The Spore Crawler feels as though it almost needs to come over and help with this Banshee, because this Banshee is just causing chaos. And these Hellbat attacks are just causing so many troubles for the Zerg players today. True was not very good against them. Rogue is not doing very good against them. Now we're going to see these Queens continue to drop down. This Hellbat will also fall over in the third base. You see a couple of drones continue to also be burned alive, and, well, it's not pretty so far. With 9 workers down and more Hellbats coming over, is Rogue ByuN really just going to be this fast series? Yes, it is. ByuN takes that, and it is going to be a 2-0 for him.